The great wealth transfer has already begun. And while not all of us are guaranteed to receive generational wealth from our parents or grandparents, that doesn't have to be the same for our kids, grandkids, or those that are next in line. However, you must first understand that the wealth you're building for yourself today won't have to be the same wealth you'd pass on to the next generation. Because once you learn the difference between personal wealth and family wealth, the easier it will be for you to start investing on your family wealth without swiping a few cookies out of that jar. For example, you may have $100,000 in your account today. You can easily transfer money in and out of that account, such as buying coffee from Starbucks or paying off your debts. That's right, once you start building wealth for your kids, you shouldn't take money off of that to pay your debts. The purpose is to preserve money for your kids and not have them pay any debts or taxes on it. This means that family wealth ought to be illiquid, meaning that investments made on family wealth cannot be easily converted into cash. So your generational wealth can be land property, real estate, family business, insurance, or even stock investments. We'll look at each type and help you get started on building the best future for your family. Since you're watching this, you're probably already concerned about how to build or pass down wealth for your family, and we're glad you're making the right choice. So the least we can do for you is to give you the best practical advice to get started. Welcome to Luxo-Life, your partner toward personal growth and success. Help us share more educational and life-changing videos by subscribing to the channel and leaving us a thumbs up. Let's get started. Number 1. Invest in land property. One of the best things you can pass on to your children is a property that only accumulates value as the population grows and demand for land rises. What's great about buying land for your kids is you give them options of what they'd like to do with that land one day. They can develop it and live on the property with their own family, rent it out to others, or even loan against it when they need money. Land is your type of illiquid investment that is most unlikely to depreciate, so long as the land is intact and usable and demand continues to grow. Number 2. Invest in real estate rentals. You've already heard this again and again. But what makes real estate investments so important is they're capable of providing you with a steady stream of income for your everyday needs. More so, if you've invested in quality real estate that is likely to last a long time, your kids can assume the property and responsibilities one day so they can benefit from the passive income you once did. The rule of thumb is to buy at least 2 rental properties that could give you an ample amount of income every month. They're easier to manage, and people will always be looking for homes, apartments, commercial spaces, and hotels. Number 3. Invest in an evergreen business. Simply put, evergreen businesses are those exploits that thrive no matter the state of the economy. Businesses that are sure to stand the tests of time and the economy. People will always need food, medicine, education, transportation, clothes, and other essentials. Therefore, a good list of evergreen businesses would be farming, organic food providers, pharmacies, schools or online courses, and other health-related services. While it's never a guarantee that one business brand would stand out in the crowd and withstand the test of time, with purpose-driven work, a strong business model and ethics, and well-compensated employees, any business can thrive. What cuts this apart from your real estate rental business is you might need to stretch out an active hand and get some grease on your elbows to start making a profit out of an evergreen business. More so, if you want your kids to succeed in this business, you must teach them exactly how to. Anything for your kids, right? Number 4. Invest in multiple mediums. With the growing use of technology and the internet, investing in multiple stocks, bonds, cryptocurrencies, and other assets has never been more convenient and accessible. Anyone can start studying and practicing investing with a wide variety of investment simulation apps. focusing on investing long-term for your kids and grandkids, and a few ways to do this through quality stocks, 401ks, and index funds. While stocks may seem daunting at first, they always have proven their worth in the long run, making them one of the best long-term investment vehicles. It's highly recommended that you pick an S&P 500 investment. Having the ability to invest in multiple companies at once makes your investment decisions easier to make, and you also get to invest in the top 500 companies in the country, which provides additional assurance for your money because these companies cannot afford to go bankrupt. However, remember to do your research as well as to which company or investment allocation best suits your needs and risk profile. If you're starting on stocks and refuse to get into high-risk investments too early, then low-cost, long-term focused index funds may be your best bet. 401ks also make a significant difference in your retirement fund. Not only does it discourage you from using your family wealth, but they also relieve you of heavy tax burdens as a working adult. This leads us to our next point. Number 5. Escape taxes legally. Always anticipate that the government wants a big piece of your money. Even if you're willing to hand that down to your children and grandchildren, the government still wants a share in that pie. Inheritance tax, estate tax, and income tax are a few ones to mention that would probably get in the way of handling a full $100 million wealth transfer to your kids. Depending on which state you live in, you may or may not pay these taxes, and their rates vary. Create an estate plan, a will, custodial account, or trust funds and assign beneficiaries to your wealth. A few things you can do to minimize your taxes are by gifting your money. The IRS exclude annual $16,000 gifts from taxes, converting retirement accounts to Roth accounts depending on your type of 401k. You may or may not have to pay taxes on contributions made, and converting Roth 401ks for distributions are subject only to income tax, which if you pay yourself, you save your beneficiaries the burden, and annuities, which can provide either lump sum payments or fixed income payments within a specified period. They're still subject to income tax, but you can consult with a financial advisor to help you settle the best options. Number 6. Get life insurance. One of the most important plans you can have for yourself and your family is a life insurance plan that would provide lasting benefits for your loved ones even after you've passed away. You can choose between term or whole life insurance depending on your age, financial profile, eligibility, and plans. Life insurance plans are generally affordable, but you can easily contact an advisor to get a quote and an insurance policy finely tailored to your needs. More so, you can easily direct your death benefits into a trust fund that will provide your beneficiaries the support they need. Finally, life insurance proceeds are usually not taxable, either by income tax or estate tax, but depending on where you live, this can change either to your benefit or burden. To lay it out in detail, most insurance policies offer an agreed minimum death benefit that can be paid out to beneficiaries without taxes, but some offer a policy that can receive income via dividends or interests on top of the minimum death benefit, which then becomes subject to income tax. Number 7. Educate your kids. You should be aware that all your efforts can go to waste if your kids aren't financially adept in handling the wealth they will receive, which is why you should prioritize above all else that your kids can get proper education on how they will handle their money and use it to generate wealth for years and generations to come. No one else can teach them better how to handle their money and their received wealth than you. So don't only spare money for your kids, but spare them time and effort as well. Teach them the value of saving, giving, and investing, and you can be sure enough that the next generation will succeed under your guidance and with your hard-earned wealth.